What are the odds? Back in the not-quite halcyon days of 2021, I was on vacation with my now-ex-wife. We had left the kids with their grandparents and spent a week in St. Thomas, relaxing and enjoying time away from home. 2 days before we were to depart, we decided to walk over to nearby Koki Beach to do some snorkeling. After spending an hour and a half or so lazily swimming around, she said she wanted to go back to have a couple drinks and hang out at the poolside bar. I turned to swim back to shore and decided to take one last peek underwater. As I did, I saw a metallic object glinting on the beach floor, about 10 feet below me. I dove down, and to my surprise, it was an Apple Watch with a metallic band. I snagged it and brought it back to the surface. I showed my wife, and she couldn't believe I had been able to secure it, as I'm not exactly a world-renowned swimmer. We got back to our room and hooked it up to the charger, and lo and behold, it still worked. It was the type that appeared to have a cellular plan, so I left it on in case the owner found a way to contact it. The remaining 3 days went by, and I received nary a word from the owner. I decided to wait until we got back home to wipe it and make it my own. We arrived back to Dulles and decided to grab some dinner during our 6-hour layover. I took the watch out, and it finally displayed a message, saying to give a Connecticut number a call if the watch has been found. I started to text the owner, and told him how I had found it, and he sent me his address as I offered to mail it to him when I got home. Shortly afterwards, he messaged, "Wait, are you at Dulles?" When I told him I was, he said that he was there for a layover also. He asked me where I was, and I told him, and it turns out he was 3 shops down from where we were eating dinner. He came up to me with a sheepish grin on his face and shook my hand and offered to pay me for returning his watch to him. I told him the story we had was payment enough, and we parted as friends.